Hello there, it's numeracy time. This is numeracy for class 1. Today's topic is telling time. What we are learning to identify the hour and minute hands. We are also going to learn how to tell what time of the day it is. Is it morning, afternoon, or evening? This is a clock. It helps us to tell the time. It has 3 hands: the short hand, the long hand, and the slim hand. The short hand is our hand, and the long hand is the minute hand. What about the slim hand? That's the second hand. The clock has numbers. It has 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and keeps moving again and again. When does a new day start? Do you have an idea? Okay, let's find out. A new day starts at midnight. That's the midnight. When we are fast asleep, yes. That means while we sleep, the clock keeps ticking. Yes, the clock is busy while we're sleeping. In telling the time, we use AM for morning, AM for morning. From that midnight up to this place, that's AM. And also, we use PM for afternoon. That means from that midday to the night again, we use PM. Are we getting it? And AM stands for anti-meridian. Have you heard that before? AM, anti-meridian. And the PM stands for post-meridian. Can we say that? Post-meridian. So that's what happens. Now, the midnight is known as 12 a.m. That's why we have 0.00, 12 a.m. And it keeps moving. 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. It keeps moving. At 6 a.m., that's morning. It gets brighter and brighter. It keeps moving. 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 a.m. It keeps moving until it gets to midday. The midday is 12. And that 12 is what? That's when the PM starts. So we start saying 12 p.m. from afternoon when the sun is out. It keeps moving again. 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., it starts getting to evening, 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., it starts getting to night, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., that's night, really, 11 p.m., until it gets to midnight again. And what do we have at midnight? 12 a.m. The day starts again. A new day starts. It keeps moving from AM, it keeps moving until it gets to PM again. So that's how the day goes. Now, how does the clock work? This is the face of a clock. Remember we said we have the numbers from 12 to keeps moving to 11 and comes back to 12 again. At the top, we have the red numbers. From here, it counts. Remember, we have the long hand, which is the minute hand. The long hand moves. As it moves, it's ticking, and it counts 1, it counts 2, until it counts up to 60, because 60 minutes will make an hour. Let's say that. 60 minutes will make what? An hour. Okay, let's move on. How does the clock work still? Look at the long hand, which is the minute hand, and the short hand is red. That's the hour hand. We're going to work with these two hands, to find out how the clock moves. Okay, this is the minute hand. Remember, that's the long hand, which is the one that will keep moving. As it's moving, it's counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It moves, it keeps moving, it keeps moving, it keeps moving, it keeps counting. But as it's moving, it's counting, it's ticking until it gets here again, which is 60. It completes it to 60. Right. So what happens to the hour hand? What happens to the hour hand when the minute hand goes back to 12? The short hand, which is the hour hand, moves, and we have 1 o'clock. Can you see that? The minute hand will move again. It keeps ticking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It keeps ticking, keeps moving, moving. It's ticking, it keeps moving until it gets to 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. When it gets to this place, what happens to the hour hand? It moves, and we have 2 o'clock. Can you see that? Okay, the minute hand is going to move again. Are we ready to see it move? Yes, it's moving. We can count in fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. When it completes this, what happens to the hour hand? It moves to 3. And what time do we have? It's 3 o'clock. That's interesting, right? Let's move one more time. Let's see the minute hand move again. It's going to run this time around. It moves, and runs, and it gets to 12. What happens to this hour hand is 4 o'clock. Interesting, isn't that? Okay, that's how the clock moves. All right, how do we tell time? Remember, we said that the day starts from 12 a.m. 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. The morning is getting brighter. It's coming up. And next we have 6 a.m. We can see the day has broken. We keep moving. 7 a.m., 8 a.m. I'm sure you're at school by this time. 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m. That is mid-afternoon. That's mid-noon. We'll call it noon. It keeps moving again. It turns to what? 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Evening starts. It moves to 5 p.m. evening, 6 p.m. evening, 7 p.m. It starts getting dark and dark to 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. That's night. 11 p.m. and it gets to midnight again. And what time do we have? It's 12 a.m. That's how the day keeps moving and the brand new comes. Okay, let's move on. The first activity. When do these activities happen? Is it a.m. or p.m.? I get to school. When do you get to school? Is it a.m. or p.m.? I know I get to school in the morning, so it should be a.m. Okay? Father leaves office. When does your dad leave the office? The a.m. is in the morning or in the afternoon or evening. That's p.m. Yes, after work it's p.m. I take dinner. When do you take your dinner? At night, so it's p.m., right? Okay. I play football in the evening. Is that p.m. or a.m.? I think it's p.m. All right. And I brush my teeth before bed. What time of the day do you go to the bed? Is it a.m. or p.m.? It is p.m. Fantastic. All right, let's see the next activity. Activity 2. Can you tell the right time? Number 1. Kids have afternoon nap. What time does The children have afternoon nap. Is it 3 p.m. or 3 a.m.? Afternoon, afternoon. Okay, to do this, we're going to cancel the wrong answer and leave the right answer. So in the afternoon nap takes time. It takes at what time? It happens at what time? 3 p.m. So it can be a.m. So we cancel this. All right. The next one. She goes to bed at night. Is it 8 a.m. or 8 p.m.? At night. Oh, this is the wrong answer. So it can be 8 a.m. She goes to bed at night, 8 p.m. John watched a movie in the evening. In the evening, is it a.m. or p.m.? It's p.m., so this should be out. Okay, so John watched movie in the evening at 5 p.m. The fourth one, Cindy brushed her teeth in the morning. 6 a.m. or 6 p.m.? Okay, this goes out. So it's 6 a.m. in the morning. I watched cartoon after school. After school is it a.m. or p.m.? It's p.m. That's correct, yes. So a.m. goes. It's not 4 a.m., it is 4 p.m. Right. Now the next activity, activity 3. What time of the day does it happen? Morning, afternoon, or evening? These are some pictures showing us the things that we do during the day. Now I'm just going to put my answer. I'm just going to choose anyone and let's see if it's correct. In the afternoon, what happens at this time? What happens? What happens? What happens? Look at this one. What picture is that? What happens? Okay, I've done mine. Let's see if we're correct. I'm going to check it to see the one I got correct. Oh, I got some wrong. This one, this picture says what? It says take shower at night. Okay. And this one says what? Go to party. So it's not in the afternoon. And this says take a ride after lunch. And this says dress up for school. So I'm going to solve it to see the correct one. Can you see that? So this is what we have. So this is what we have at the particular time of the day. Okay. And the last activity, what time is it? These are the faces of the clock. Can you tell the time? Look at the long hand, look at the short hand. The short hand is on 1. So I think it's 1 o'clock. Okay. This one, the short hand is on 2 and the long hand is on 12. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock. And here, the short hand is on 10. So I think it's 10 o'clock. Okay. And this one, the short hand is on 8. So it's 8 o'clock. And the very last one, the short hand is on 4. So I think it's 4 o'clock. That's beautiful. I can tell my time. Yes. All right, we're going to stop here for today. I hope you learned something new. Yes, I remain your favorite teacher, Teacher Fidelia. I love to teach. I'm sure you love to learn. Okay, some other time we meet, we'll talk about some other topics. For now, it is bye bye and have fun.